Guys, this is Dhwani Shah. Welcome to Mind Your Business, episode 5. And today with us, we have yet another entrepreneur, but he is into the field of optical industry. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Ashwin D'Souza, who is the owner of Avi's Optician, which is located in Goa, and they have the outlets at two places in Goa. One is Chochurim and one is Margao. Hi, Ashwin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Vadi, and thanks for inviting me for this podcast today.
You're welcome. So, before we begin the podcast or talk about your business as such, which is whole podcast about, I would want to know about your educational background first.
My educational background is just like a normal with like any other kids or any other people around India. I've done my basic education in Goa. So till 12th standard, I've done my education in Goa.
Okay.
Later on, since we were into this industry of optical industry,
Yeah.
it was inevitable for me just to go into this
To
course.
opt. Okay.
Yeah. So I happened to take admission for diploma in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So that was in around 2003.
Okay.
So 2003, I started moving to Bangalore for my courses. And since then, after diploma, I did my bachelor's in optometry from Bombay and continued my master's in Bombay as well. So this is my whole educational or a professional qualifications what I have. Also, since I was into this business, so it happened that I should also take some management courses, and I happened to do a
Oh,
short-term sales strategic management course from IIM Indore also.
oh, nice. So you have IM
Yeah.
certification for that.
Yes. Yes.
Finish your master's.
See, since this was a family business basically,
Okay.
so it was not me who have started it. I'm a second generation into this business.
Okay.
So since I thought it was inevitable for me to go
Just
for this course,
legacy
and the
pass
same
on
way
this.
it was inevitable for me to get into this business.
Okay.
Okay, but then even I have aspirations to go for a job or
Yeah,
do
you
a
would
job
have
in the
thought at any
corporate.
point of time, no, in college when there are some placements that maybe try karta hu kind.
Correct. So before going to placements, also like I have done a short, like part-time jobs in Bombay and all in some
Okay,
stores,
nice,
outlets. So
nice.
to just to get an experience how things are working around, or like how things should work around. So I've been fortunate enough to, after my college hours around 4:30, I used to work from around 5:30 to 8 o'clock in optical outlets as an optometrist who used to do all eye testing, contact lenses,
Okay,
everything.
okay.
Also, like during the college placements, I happened to take interview or give interview for a corporate like SLR and all.
Yes,
But I don't know whether I should say fortunately or unfortunately for it. But the person who was interviewing me was happened to be a guy who knows me very well from SLR since we were
okay,
into this business. So
okay.
he knew us like very well, like we like they were our suppliers and they are still our suppliers. So he told, why you want to go into the job when
Job.
you have such an established business. So he convinced me to go back to business, do business, grow. So and that is how I ended up in doing a business.
So how did you blend in? What different did you do which was already existing or ongoing?
The first thing what was there, like we are basically from Kucharam, Goa itself. So
Yeah,
our outlet was in Kucharam itself. So we had only one outlet in Kucharam, and I happened to join the same outlet.
yeah.
Okay, we also had an optometrist at that point of time, but since I had joined, so we had continued to keep that optometrist also. So I was taking care part of all the business aspects. I was not really
Hmm.
going into the clinical part at that point of
Yeah,
time. So I
yeah.
was just setting out around that thing. And we were doing all normal business and all like what a traditional optical outlet were doing.
Correct.
The only thing what I came into is I started getting new technologies into it. I started getting new
Ah,
brands into the my store and all. So earlier people used to be happy with taking the traditional lenses or taking a traditional part of a spectacles and all. But optical industry or an eyewear industry is such that every person's visual demands are different. So
different.
every person requires a different set of spectacles or different designs of spectacles or different spectacles which will help in their visual comfort to do work more productively.
Yeah.
So that is where I started getting into more detail about spectacles and getting more brands, getting more advanced technology to get into it.
Mm.
Getting a glazing machines also, like where we can deliver the products fast, like finished product or spectacles fitting can be done fast and deliver it to the fast. These are all the things what I've got into it. And this is where we improved our Kucharem store well enough. Like, we became more established in Kucharem. And then in 2018, we started in Margam.
Margaon. Okay.
Okay, so that was my second store in Margam. And by God's grace, and you can say like esteemed customers and loyal customers, we are doing great in both the stores today.
Oh, that's fab. Do you, after you got in, did you see rise in profits or some other changes or any sales strategy you've used?
See, before I joined in, our mainly focus was doing only checking the eye power, or it is called
Okay.
as refraction in terms of technical part,
Okay.
or in a layman's term, it is called as eye power checkup.
Eye power check.
So earlier we used to do only eye power checkup,
Acha.
but eye is such a organ in your human body that it's not just only about checking the eye power; it's also about checking the overall eye health of the
Yes.
person.
Yes.
So we started getting, and since I was an optometrist, like before going into optometrist for the general public out there, I would like to tell that optometrists are eye care professionals who are
Yeah.
trained to do eye examinations.
Right. Right.
Okay, okay. Only thing as an optometrist, we cannot do surgical part or such things and all, but rest of the part
Best
we can
things
do
we
all
can do.
diagnostic things and everything.
Yeah.
So that is in short what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But coming to the point, before me joined in, it was only about checking the eye power.
Yeah.
So after I joined it, I got more and more technology, more and more instrument to check the overall high health of the person. So
Yeah.
we were checking everything, be it cataract screening, be it diabetic retinopathy screening,
Okay.
be it glaucoma screening.
Yeah.
So we used to do everything.
Yeah.
And if at all everything is fine, if
Yeah.
everything is normal, then only we used to advise them to go for spectacles.
Specs. Okay.
Yeah. So that was our strategy. So in that case, what happened, like more and more started people started coming for an eye examination.
And this was not exactly done by your other competitors in your area?
Correct. That was not exactly done by all the competitors used to follow only one model of thing, like to check the eye
I
power,
check
give
up
the
and just
spec.
sell the
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There were many cases also out there, like where a person or a person would require a medical attention, be it diabetic retinopathy, be it cataract,
So do
or
you
be it any
suggest
other thing.
ophthalmologists also? If
Yes. So then, if at all we find if any person who requires a medical attention or a surgical attention or any other attention where we cannot do it, spectacles always become the secondary part over here. The
yeah,
primary part becomes primarily to
diagnosis.
save the eye or the eye
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Okay, because there are certain diabetic retinopathy or glaucoma where once the vision is gone, it is gone.
It's
It is
gone.
irreversible damage. You cannot get
Yeah.
it back. So
Yeah.
our primary part was to get that thing treated first,
Hmm.
refer them wherever they want to go. It was no hard and fast rule that we were referring to a one particular person only or one
Correct.
particular
Correct. Correct.
ophthalmologist. We were giving them choices. It was their choice wherever they had to go. But
Correct.
we were asking them to get it treated and come back. So
Hmm.
once that is treated, then the second part was spectacles.
Correct. Yeah.
And the good part, what was happening over there was like there was a trust built between us and the end consumer.
Customers. Yeah.
So there was always a trust which was built. So like giving a proper advice was always the motive.
Yeah.
Obviously, money will come or the business will come later on.
Yeah.
But first, there was always a trust which was built among the people, and
Yeah.
that is how we grew. Like our we do a lot of advertising, no doubt about it. But our mostly was about word to word mouth, where like people were recommending us to go get their eye examined and get the spectacles done over here only. So that is how
Wow.
we grew.
Now today, because obviously competitors are more, and they've understood your style, what all you offer. So I am assuming that now in this tough competition, you would have to spend a lot on marketing, advertising, or promotions. Since you have two
Correct.
branches now, two outlets now. So,
Correct.
how much do you think that marketing plays a role in your business? And where all you market? Because I've seen you have newspaper articles in Goa, and between, I did a bit of research. You take part in those, maybe you sponsor beauty contests there.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
I
We take
apparently
part.
saw,
Yeah,
which
there
was
is
a
some
smart
sponsorship
move.
also.
That was
Yeah,
a very smart move. I felt personally, see, I come from an MBA background. Okay. So if I tell you my management, you very smart move to have sunglasses worn. We don't see that often, that eyewear people. See, we see big players,
correct.
okay, who do this. Big players, yeah, definitely. But on a mid-scale end, it's very rare people sponsor. So how that idea came, how much you spend on marketing?
See, in terms of marketing, so anywhere close to around more than 10% of the annual revenue goes for
Yeah,
marketing. Okay,
fair
so
enough.
that is
Yeah.
the basic
Yeah,
what is
requirement.
happening, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, requirement. And though we are doing a lot of clinical stuff, we have a lot of word of mouth and all, but we need to acquire more and more people,
correct.
be it from the word of mouth or from the other sources also. And
Yeah,
marketing is one kind of a thing where we can gain new customers or we can make new walk-ins to come inside.
yeah,
So that is one of the things. So beauty contest and all was, it was just like it happened to be, it was nobody approached to me as such, like from the thing, but it happened to me that the one of my friend who was into media,
okay.
so they happened to be their media partner for that beauty contest.
Nice. Okay.
And she approached to me saying that, okay, would you like to sponsor something and all? So I said, yeah. So it was a good opportunity for me. And the instant thing from my mouth was, yes, I will do it. I didn't
Good,
know how to do
good.
it. What was the price or what was the thing? I never knew about it. I said, yes, I will do it. Because that was the thing which somehow struck me, like, the moment she said, like, would you like to be part of it? I said, yes. So then whatever happened, yes, how to do it, what I should do, that was all later part of the things
Later.
and all. But the good part of it was, like, we got a coverage, we got a good coverage out
Yeah,
of it
yeah,
because it was Miss Goa. It was in 2018. The first one what we sponsored was Mr. and Miss Goa.
yeah,
So it was a large scale event. So there we got a very good this thing. And the good thing about it is, like, they made a special like, ramp walk for us, like, to showcase our
yeah,
products and all at that point of
yeah,
time. So that special one segment for me was a very unique, or like, I was like very
yeah,
happy to get that thing and all.
yeah,
So that is where I showcased all my, like, especially like sunglasses.
yeah,
So, and since then, or like, during after that phase, or you can say, like, the sunglasses movements also started very good at from my store and all. Earlier, since it was a clinical thing, it was more of spectacles and like eye
yeah.
testing part and everything. But after that move, there were a lot of, like, glamorous thing, or you can say, like, fashion things, like,
Yeah,
which turned
because
out to be
now glasses also, be it sunglasses is okay, but normal glasses has also become a fashion statement. Even if you
correct.
don't
Yeah.
have eye power, people just for fashion want to
People
wear
wear it. Yeah, people wear it. Yeah. So
it.
yeah, so obviously people wear it do for fashion and all. So that is one of the thing, like, that awareness has been created. Earlier during our school days, I would
It
see,
was
like,
a
people
taboo, I
wearing.
think. I remember
It
earlier,
was a very,
they're like
yes,
anyone,
exactly.
they were teasing a chashmish, or you have,
Yeah, Kashmir.
it
Yeah,
was supposed
yeah,
to be a taboo, a negative thing,
correct.
or a thing,
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Earlier whenever
your
school and
vision
all,
is
well,
not there.
correct, yes. So that was a taboo like thing which were there. Like, even the school kids used to call battery,
Right.
soda glasses, all those things were there. So today kids love to wear spectacles
Yeah.
because it has
Bec-
become a fashion
It's
and
become a
big,
fashion,
big
and even
celebrities.
I've seen so many for kids, and I was about to come to kids segment, but since you mentioned, I've seen a lot of cute kids. You have a lot of color frames, lot of
Yeah,
I think Disney theme, and I don't know what all has
yeah,
come,
yeah. So
and
you
they
get
enjoy.
all those. Correct. So like kids love glasses.
Yeah,
So it also depends, like, that they love color. So they want all colorful things. They
yeah,
want all cartoon characters to be
cut.
there on their glasses and all. Maybe cartoon character or cars or
Yeah,
whatever. They have the superhero things and all,
yeah,
whatever things and all. They love for this. And but the only problem with those kids, what is happening nowadays is, like, kids are having one choice. Parents are having
Fair.
one choice for their kids. So what is happening is, like, parents or kids. I mean, usually the parents should try to understand the kids' mentality over here.
Right,
So
right.
what is happening is, like, obviously, colorful frames and all are good, but it depends from one school to another school. Also, sometimes schools are not, some
They
school
don't
management
allow.
doesn't allow to wear colorful frames and all.
Yeah.
Some school allows to wear to make their kids or wear their kids like colorful frames and all. So it depends from school management to school management. Also, the parents should understand what the kid wants. So if the kid likes to wear the glasses, that kid will obviously wear the glasses. If there is something which is forced on the kid, he or she may wear the glasses only when parents are there. The rest of the time, he or she may not wear the glasses. So that is where the problem comes basically in the future for the kids.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, they are very fashionable glasses. So there are a lot of
Yeah.
fashionable glasses around, and with a lot of celebrities wearing glasses around and all, like it has become really more awareness among the people to wear glasses nowadays.
That's actually true. I would like you to emphasize more on the eye testing part.
Yes,
Why should people, like if I'm talking on behalf of the end user, why should I come at your Avis optician to get it done, wherein I can get it done at any other place? I know you spoke about technology and all. Okay.
yes.
So, are there any charges that you charge for it? Or how should we decide? Is it accuracy or everything is same anywhere we go, it's the same thing? What should we keep in mind or how you help us better?
Okay. The eye, you can do your eye testing anywhere. It is
Yeah,
not like only as an Avis opticians we do an eye test. Yeah, you can go to any good place, get your eye examination done. The only thing what you need to keep in mind is like obviously your past history becomes very important.
correct.
Some people
Correct.
they keep your chin on one machine, they click the button, they put the number high and number here, then that is done.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
should not be that is not the way to be done. So
yeah,
it has to be past history. You should know what are your visual demands.
yeah,
Okay, your proper thorough biomicroscopy it is called
yeah.
slit lamp, or
Okay,
in short term it is called a slit lamp. That helps to check the whole anterior eye, be it from your lids,
okay,
okay, lids, your dry eyes, be it cataract, or if you have any other corneal infections or any other corneal disorders, that helps to that also it helps, and also any other infections of the eye.
okay.
Plus, we also do a retina checkup. Okay,
Nice. Okay.
it is a non-mydriatic in the sense we don't put drops or dilate the eye and all. It is a non-dilated eye examination where we check for diabetic retinopathy.
Yeah.
Okay, we check for glaucoma. We also do eye pressure checking. So, like same like a body pressure, we have an eye pressure,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
I know.
higher the eye
I get
pressure,
scared of that. Yeah.
yeah. So, and if your eye pressure increases, basically you tend to get glaucoma. So,
Oh,
glaucoma is
okay.
basically increase of the eye pressure. So, we do check up for that also. And obviously, as I told you, we check up for hypertensive retinopathy, people who have high blood pressure, diabetic retinopathy, or may any other disorder of the retina or for the eye.
Yeah.
So we do a overall eye health checkup where these things are not done in every optical outlets.
Are these chargeable? If I just want to
Yeah,
get
there
eye
we charge a nominal fee of around
nominal.
200 rupees to,
Oh,
yeah, 200
that's
to
fair
300.
enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
So I guess that should be charged for doing, I mean,
Yeah.
for doing such a thing, like,
Yeah.
because all these instruments, they don't come free of cost for us by
True,
any way.
true.
So, and these are very
No,
expensive
I
or high
remember a few
investments.
years back, I went to one eye care place. I wouldn't mention, I guess. But
Mm,
see, I personally am very afraid of drops. Like,
yeah.
even if somebody else puts, I'm scared, and me putting is overly scared. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had to general eye checkup. So, there was a whole procedure they led me through, like 45 minutes to 1 hour, where they put, then, the sticky
Yeah.
thing, then to see.
Yeah.
I cried. I cried. I couldn't do. And but yeah, this was fascinating where you mentioned, without putting drops, you check
Yeah,
retina.
so drops are required
I
only
think
in
this
the
is a
advanced
blessing. I
cases and
kept
all.
asking them, I'm like, can't you do anything without drops? And they're like, no, we
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. So in fact, all like if the person is having diabetic retinopathy and all or something and all, whenever we refer, so they
yeah,
need to check the peripheral part of the eye also.
yeah,
extreme periphery. That
Yeah.
time you require to put the drops. Okay, those are in the extreme cases where you require. But all the basic things and all, whatever things are required to diagnose or to screen and all, we do everything without any drops.
I have a silly question, okay? Like, I don't know, the ones who are viewing, have you ever thought this? This is pretty silly, but since I have opportunity, I'll ask him. See, for that eye test thing, those are alphabets, okay? I
Correct.
always wanted to ask somebody this. Uh, you ask, okay, read, then you put another thing, ask, read again. See, for a smarty pants like me, I have by hearted. What is it? कैसे पता चलेगा कि मैं सच बोल रही हूँ?
Correct.
I
So
know
that
it's
is called
very
a
lame, but
malingering.
I want to ask.
Yeah. So for that, there is also a thing like, like how you are smart. Even a person who is doing a testing should be one step smarter than you. So for that reason, there is obviously the chart is there.
Yeah.
But once we get a doubt, or once we come to know that you have by-hearted thing, objectively we come to know that okay, you cannot see.
Yeah.
Objectively we know that you cannot see because you have some sort of eye problem or maybe eye number or anything, but still
Yeah.
you can read.
Read.
So that becomes a question mark in our mind that okay, fine, whether she can seriously read or she's just bluffing around.
Pretending.
Yeah. So what we do is like there are different charts available, like in English chart only there will be different alphabets. So we'll change the alphabets,
Okay.
or we'll put a number chart over there, or
Okay.
we'll put a picture chart over there.
Ah.
So you may by heart one chart,
But
but the next
everything.
chart you may not by heart, or the third chart you may not by heart, or we'll mix all the charts together and put everything in.
Oh,
So that
that's
is how we come
possible.
to know. Yes, yes. So that is how we come to know whether you can read or to measure your exact vision. What is your
Vision.
exact vision? Yeah, because
Nice.
this thing what you have told is very common in schools. So whenever people go out for school screening and all, they
Yeah.
put only one chart,
Yeah.
and there are all people, students standing in a line. One person goes,
And
close one eye,
students can mug
reads,
up.
and people. So close one eye, go on. The person who is standing behind it, he have already by hearted everything. So he will go and he will tell by heart, he'll go. He'll by heart, he'll go. He'll just read it, It doesn't matter to him whether chart is there or no. He cannot see a person who is around 6 meters away properly. He'll be having such high number. But a person next to him or a student next to him have
He's
told him like, okay, fine, these are the things, alphabets. First A है, बाद में C है, बाद में D है, बाद में कुछ है. He is like very smart. His brain is very smart, so he can like capture anything. He went. He just read everything. The examiner, okay, हाँ, सब अच्छा दिखता है, go. So
Yeah.
that is what
So
we need to
examiner's
find out.
presence
Yeah,
of mind also matters here to
correct. Yes.
observe the
Yeah,
kid,
you have
the
to observe the
patient,
child.
and
Yes, 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 everything.
oh, this is
So,
crazy.
so as an eye testing part also, it is not only about coming and sitting. It is about observing the people from how they are walking from one point to another point to
This is
sitting also.
interesting
How
point.
they, yeah.